You are now listening to The Black Spark, a podcast about actively balancing healthy relationships,
mindful parenting,
and mental and physical wellness in this crazy world.
I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us.
Welcome to The Black Spark.
Welcome to The Black Spark. I'm your host, Nia.
And I am your host, Adai.
Welcome.
We are back after, this is maybe attempt number 6. I gotta stop rubbing your juicy thigh because it's probably being picked up on the mic. But see the way my hand is set up.
Okay.
Hi.
How was your week, dear?
My week.
Ay.
I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, it's Monday. And then I was like, I'm waiting for Wednesday.
What's up with Wednesday?
Because that's when the Mandalorian new episodes come out.
Building your life around the TV show.
Yes, this is why I don't do this.
I
prefer to binge. And also Disney Plus got me again because The Bad Batch is another Star Wars Disney movie, Disney show. It's about Clone Force 99 and blah, blah, blah. It's another Star Wars Disney show that comes out on Wednesday too.
Oh, well, you got a packed Wednesday.
So, yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. I wasn't upset about Monday for all the reasons that most people are. I like starting my week and being all hopeful. Because Monday's the hopeful day. It's like, I can get all this stuff done this week. It's like, yeah, I got a whole 5 days. This would be great. Plan it out.
Yeah.
Plan it out. It'd be great.
Here in California.
Yes, thankfully, we don't do no Columbus. So
we don't do Columbus Day. We do Indigenous Peoples Day, but we don't get the day off.
No, we don't get the day off.
But we do Cesar Chavez Day.
Yes.
And so that is on Friday. And then it's spring break for the kids. So they have a full 10
Friday
days.
Into first. It's 9. It's 9.
It is 10. Because they get Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this weekend, and then all of next week, and then Saturday.
Oh, you're right, indeed. Yeah.
10 days.
10 days off. Yeah, we know how to math in this house. Don't look at me funny. Judging me public. I'm just, okay, so that's how my week has been. No. I am happy that the LAUSD strike has ended. Good for them. I'm happy because they got what they wanted in their negotiations. Yes.
Nice.
And so very good for them. And it was cool just driving to the children's school twice last week. I appreciate it. It was nice having them home. And navigating work meetings plus the children, they were not so bad. I give them a lot of work to do, and then I let them play on their iPads.
See how easy? See how easy it is. Y'all can have mad kids. It's easy.
Easy. Don't do that. Don't listen to her. Don't do it. So that was fun. It was nice having quality time with the children, and then we got to go to the UniverSOOOOOUL Circus.
Yes, that was my first time.
Yes,
it was very, very nice.
Same.
I thought you had been.
I thought I had been before. I feel like I've been, but I don't have a concrete memory.
Okay.
So,
well, it was great.
It was great.
It's multicultural.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it was good times.
However, Sanai did mention within about 5 minutes of us sitting down, she was like, it's mostly black people here.
Good for her. Good for her.
I said, yes.
Yes,
Sanai.
it is, honey.
Yes, it is.
You gotta support your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, living in LA compared to New York City, you really feel when there are black people around here versus East Coast, where it's 33% African American. Out here, it's less than 10%. So
when a bunch of black folks fill up a tent,
you're like, woo. Sanai's like, woo.
This is great. I feel like fudge. Not just a chocolate chip. No. Not just a chocolate chip.
Oh,
She's fudge.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where you was going with it. I was thinking pure thoughts.
Okay, well, great.
Pure sweetness. So that was my week. How's your week, my love?
My week was just as good. I was going to talk about the UniverSOOOOOUL Circus.
It was good times.
Yeah, it was very fun, and we loved it. So that was the highlight of my week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that Whole30, what number day you on?
I am completing day 8 of Whole30 right now.
More power to you. Yes.
If y'all don't know, Whole30 is a clean eating plan that I decided to get myself on again.
Is it third time, fourth time maybe?
So that I can get my life together.
Release some of those, yes.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of a juice cleanse, was that like 2 weeks ago? And now I'm on Whole30, which is technically going to be like a Whole25 because my soror has a graduation party.
Which is fine.
So
whole anything is important. It's a mindfulness practice. It's a discipline practice.
So right now it says, because they have a calendar of what you're supposed to feel throughout the entire process.
That's right.
So right now I'm supposed to feel like these are my hardest days this week. And today actually wasn't that bad. So I've actually ended up kind of doing like what they call it OMAD, 1 meal a day. And I just do like a really big salad for lunch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I had maybe like a couple snacks, not really, but anyway, so far it's working.
Did you make the salad? Yeah, you did.
Yes,
That's right.
I massaged kale with sun-dried tomatoes and oil. I had what?
I'm like, is that what I got to do?
You got to massage the kale. Ew.
Anyway. I'm going to bet, like, sprinkle up.
Onions, peppers, hot pepper sauce, diced up chicken. And then I went to Sprouts. Well, I took the extra pepper sauce off, but I put enough pepper sauce. I went to Sprouts, and Sprouts has jerked shrimp, which is
Did you put that in there?
It's cute because it's not really jerked shrimp.
I'm like...
But yeah, I put that in there, and the salad was bomb.
I thought I heard you say la salad. You said the salad. Okay.
Yeah.
It was bomb.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, I might have to create an eating plan for y'all. You never know.
Okay. She do got multiple degrees in it.
Oh, goodness.
You know what I mean?
Are you ready to talk about them damn kids?
I am ready. I'm always ready to talk about them damn kids.
Let's talk about them damn kids.
Them damn kids.
Let's talk about them damn kids.
So, this guy, Mr. Kyrie Caden, we just get home from school. I don't know what. They were unpacking their stuff. I go in the back. I come back out. And Kyrie's talking. He's like, hey, Poppy, guess what? I think Tatum got most of her DNA. She got something from you, but she got most of her DNA from Mama because she's a perfectionist.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay, son. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's comparing him to the children to a parent, so I'm gonna get some of this Kyrie DNA. Yeah, and you know what, Poppy? Guess what? I think I got most of my DNA from Mama too, because I'm smart. Really? Bro, that's how you treat me?
You are pretty smart.
I'm pretty smart.
You are.
But this guy, so I'm like, oh, I gotta stop acting like a fool with them because they think I'm a fool.
They don't think you're a fool.
The boy said he got most of his DNA from Mama because she's smart. That means I'm stupid.
That's a leap. That is a leap.
I didn't say I was stupid. I said he think I'm stupid.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I was like, really, son? Really? And he's just laughing at me. He's like, yeah, Poppy, sorry. I said, damn, man. What about me?
What about me? I'm a perfectionist.
There it is. I was waiting for you to guess that.
Wait.
Tatum was looking all at his grill and she's like, okay.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So what he has noticed from me, when I play any kind of game.
Oh my gosh.
So when I play Candy Crush or if I play like any kind of puzzle game.
I think he noticed you playing Civilization, getting every kind of win possible too.
If there are 3 stars to be gotten,
mm-hmm.
I will play that round.
That level.
Until I get 3 stars. I don't care if I'm on it for weeks. I don't care.
Literally.
I don't care. I will play it until I get 3 stars.
I remember.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what he's talking about.
just a wee bit.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. No biggie. We're talking about I'm a perfectionist.
That's just I don't even consider that perfectionism. That's just an idiosyncrasy.
See, there you go. Trying to make the story perfect.
Okay. Next. What you got?
Kyrie, again, some time ago, during last week, he's like, "Hey, Sinai, did you know your belly button is where you and Mama were attached? So you used to get food from Mama through your belly button." And Sinai's like, "Ew, but how?" And Kyrie goes, "So that means your belly button is a mouth." That's exactly the response that Tatum and Sinai both had. Everybody just busts out laughing, and Kyrie's like, "Your belly button is a mouth." No, sir.
I love it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's cute.
He ain't no fool. He figured something out. Yeah. So that's my damn kids. How about you, babe?
I don't spend enough time with these people to have very funny. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, sad times.
However.
Oh, how so, Endeavor?
Yes. I had a touching moment with the boy on Friday, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
When he's pretty much saying that he doesn't feel like he's ever going to learn how to behave well because he's just not a good kid. Just downing himself. So, I gave him some encouraging words.
You sure did.
And on Saturday, I took out this affirmations book that my mother bought for him a while ago. And so I've been having him read that at least once a day. And this morning, actually, I had him read it in the mirror and looking at himself and saying it to himself. So we've been working on those kind of things. So he is totally trying to get his behavior to match his intellect. And I think he really likes that because now that he knows he's smart, he's super proud of how smart he is. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses. What?
Nothing. I'm just smiling. I was also thinking about something else.
Yeah. The only halfway funny, because that's not even funny, the only halfway funny one I have is Sinai was asking you something. I don't even remember what it was, and you were acting like you didn't understand her. And she goes, "Do you not understand English?" Because if you don't, that's fine. I can speak to you in another language. Hola, ¿cómo estás? That wasn't even the context.
That wasn't even what we were talking about.
But if you don't understand English, isn't that like something a black mama would say? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So that one. Yeah. That's all I got. All right, Adai, what? Are you ready, actually? Are you ready?
I'm never ready.
Okay.
Sure, let's go.
Off the top,
as usual.
What are the top 3 pieces of advice that you have for how to love a woman? Analogically.
Top 3 pieces of advice I have for how to love a black woman.
How do you love
a black
y'all wasn't
woman.
there.
Y'all wasn't
old
there.
Enough. Y'all
wasn't
there.
in New York neither.
New York City random TV commercial.
That was good. There were books.
I know there were books, but like...
Yeah, it was radio. I don't think I've seen it on the TV. Okay. I just heard it.
Anyway, go ahead.
Read.
Well, yeah.
Get your knowledge up, bro, because experience ain't gonna teach you everything.
Okay.
It's important to absorb the wisdom of other, wiser, more experienced men.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That. And by read, does it have to be read, or does it just mean intake information of experiences? Like, could it be documentary? Could it be podcast? Could it be just gathering?
Yeah. I was specifying my reading to that of experienced older, wiser men.
You saying
watching?
They too old to podcast?
No, podcasting is cool.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're right though. Consume material that is beneficial to your relationship.
Got it.
That's what I'll say. Because in old school, I'm still analogically, right? So you podcast is technically digital and shit. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, but yeah, no, I do a lot of that.
Because you still don't understand.
Still trying to love a woman.
Okay, go ahead.
Right?
Number
2. Embrace your masculine, your divine masculine. Not that bullshit where you just controlling everything, right? And embrace your divine masculine and get in touch with your feminine. It is important that we know how to be assertive and gentle, strong as bamboo, flexible as the willow, so that when the winds of change come, you can be graceful about whatever the storm is blowing your way.
I am the storm.
You know what I mean? Be the storm. Right? And then, fourthly, but probably firstly. Thirdly, but probably should be firstly. But too many of us do this firstly, and it really should be thirdly. Learn how to please your woman properly. Hopefully I'm doing it properly.
You are.
And if not, we could practice some more. You just let me know.
Okay.
But no, seriously, a lot of us is doing too much fucking and not enough love making. And then some of us ain't. I will say this. I seen a post last week about just somebody talking about being able to, Shaka Bars was posting something. He's a little controversial, not everybody likes him, but he was posting something about men being able to have an hour-long sex, and there was a whole slew of
women who don't want that shit.
But brothers who are like, 10 minutes is good. What's he talking about?
Right.
But I have plenty of information from women who do want that.
Right.
And so it was just interesting to me, the rancor. people get so defensive about their position, but also like he was coming on some, if you can't do this, then you're weak. And I'm like, bro, you could just say, hey, you might be empowered to do it this way, and that might work for the woman you're with.
So Amanda Seales, to that point, made a post a couple days ago. Time is not real, right? So it's not a thing. Where she was saying that you can really love someone and they not feel it because you're not loving them in a way that they understand. And you might need to find someone who is able to accept your love in the way that you give it, and who is able to give love, obviously, in the way that you can receive it. Because some people are like really out here loving people hard. And it's not
translating.
Because that person is not able to receive it that way, and you may not be of the capacity to change and show them love in the way that they need it shown to be able to receive it.
Come on with the articulation.
So same thing, like you're saying, it translates into lovemaking, right? There are people who are like, I've had some experiences. There are people who want to force their way of pleasing. And I'm like, that don't work for me. But my auntie said, and I'm like,
do your auntie have this vagina?
So agreed.
Yeah, and it's important to learn to do it both ways or multiple ways. Well, not that way. To love them in a style, love-makingly, that they can receive.
Got it.
I mean, because like you said, folks is doing these things, and people like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's like, I did everything I
could.
And but in fact, he may not have.
I would like to add, because it seems like you forgot, that food is a big part of loving a person. Just in general, people like to eat. So.
Well, everything that I didn't say would have been captured in that reading. So I just started off on
I'm
the right
just saying,
foot. You just
going by
perfectionist.
Going by the internet,
Food is love in a lot of cultures.
A lot of women like to eat.
I mean,
somebody said
that's how we got together. Except I was the one who was eating. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You get it?
I got it!
You get it?
I can't.
No, I'm talking about beef patties.
I'm going to...
Homemade beef patties. You remember that?
Yes, I remember the homemade
You remember
beef
the beef
patties.
patties?
But that, yes, I remember the homemade beef patties.
Gotcha!
Dirty ass. So anyway, somebody on the internet said, if you want to always make your woman happy, be like, guess where we're going for dinner? And then wherever she says,
yes, that's where you go. I seen that.
That's where you go. So, there's something to that. But I love your three.
Thank you.
It's time for Ask a Die, where we read and answer a question from you, our listener family. Send your questions to itstheblackspark@gmail.com or message us on Instagram @theblacksparkpodcast. What's it like being a girl dad?
Oh, you said what's it like being a girl? What you talking about? A girl
What's
dad.
What's it like being a girl dad?
I'm teasing.
And how do you parent your girls differently from the boy?
I feel so bad for this boy. Sometimes I'm actually more. I was gonna say I'm more firm with them, but I'm a lot more affectionate with them. Even though I'm affectionate with my son. Yeah,
I think you're about the same.
Yeah, that's my love language, but
yeah, I think you're the same on the affection.
Parenting a
What's
girl
it like
dad?
being a girl dad?
I have to be paying attention to their emotions because, both of them.
I don't like what the boy do, but go ahead.
No, I know, but and I speak specifically because Kyrie's learned to do it, but the girls want protection and closeness to me, and they actually initiate. And so, whereas Kyrie doesn't always, when we get out the car, when we're crossing to go to Target or whatever store we're going to, or even walking from the car, tonight or Tatum almost always reach out their hand and like, hey, Poppy, let's go. Right before they want to walk. And so being mindful of their initiation of emotional or physical intimacy, I'm paying attention to that more. Kyrie, when he gets close, I'm concerned because he always he wants to fight or he wants to hurt me.
He wants to hurt you.
He does. We play fight.
Okay.
So, but also when he gets close, he's always stepping on me. I'm like, he's clumsy. So when he gets close, he's clumsy. The girls are less clumsy.
I will say that the last few times I've been out with everybody, leaving UniverSOOOOUL Circus, Kyrie was making sure we were all together. When we went to the Lego store,
I've been training him.
He was making sure. Now he will watch out for Sanai, but he will not keep an eye on Tatum. He's like, she got it. She the oldest. So he's like, I can only handle one girl at a time.
Yeah.
He's like, Sanai, come on, stay together. Sanai, don't get lost. Sanai, stay with your family. So he's trying. He's learning.
I'm glad you peeped that. And so it's interesting because their birth order also impacts how I am with my girl children. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. And then also, it's not so much about, parenting a girl dad.
Parenting a girl dad?
You might be. For girls.
You might be. Kyrie might become a girl dad, but okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. That yeah. So, yeah. Woo. It's also that I'm mindful with my son too, but more so with the girls. I'm mindful about my temper because I don't want them in any way getting accustomed to an abusive man, right? And so I think about some of my female friends who talk about how they unconditionally love their fathers and how their fathers set such an example such that they would only accept a certain kind of man in their life. And so I do my best with that, and I speak to them in riddles a little bit around certain things when it comes to dudes, but even just people, you don't accept this kind of thing, you don't accept that kind of thing. And I was like, and I've said that a number of times, even if your poppy goes crazy, run and do not accept any kind of crazy behavior from me even, right? And so, yeah. And I'm also mindful, not so much, I'm mindful about what they wear, but they don't really wear no sexy shit, right?
No.
But as soon as they trying to crop their shirt up, I'm like, put that shit down. But I also watch them when they play that damn game with a cat was like, So being mindful of all their consumption, but also being mindful of the
messaging.
Yeah, messaging. But I'm thinking about the examples that they are consuming of women, girls in the world. Because I'm like, yeah, no, cut that off. Yeah, no, let's find something else. I did that to tonight this weekend. She was watching some foolishness that she doesn't usually anymore because we don't have a lot of YouTube with them in their lives anymore. But I was like, yeah, no. I mean, what is this? She was trying to hide it a little bit. I was like, yeah, no, turn this off. Put something else on. Put something else on.
So what do you do with the boy? That's different than what you do with the girls.
I'm a little more firm with him. I still let him cry because he needs to cry, and I needed to cry. But I'm also I talked to him about responsibility, and one of the reasons why he's the way he is with Sanaa is because I'm like, whenever she acts wild on him, I'm like, yeah, you had no right to hit her. You had no right to hit her, but she hit me and it hurt, and I'm like, yeah, it hurt, but
learn to take a hit.
Learn to take a hit. I'm like, you're fine. It hurts. It's gonna hurt for another few seconds, but you have no right to hit her back. She said sorry immediately. You know it was an accident. That's it. Done. Suck. I don't say suck it up. I say take a hit. It's like, it's just pain. You'll be fine. I was like, no, you're emotional because she hit you and you want to hit her back. And I get it. You are not allowed to strike her. What is your job as a man? To protect women. There you go. That's it. Straight up. Straight up. And so I do that with him. I let him go through his emotions because we all need it. And then I'm like, yo, all right, let's go. Let's go. It's it. It's done.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but also with him, I talked to him about just being okay with having emotions. And like the same thing you did the other day, the fact that you have a choice. Your next step, you have control over it. Let's get that together, because I'm not going to have him be one of those dudes who's like, so-and-so did this, and then I did that, and they are responsible for how I behave. Nah, man.
It sinks in, but it just sinks in a little bit more slowly with him than with the girls. Like if I tell Tatum or Sanaa, well, mostly Sanaa, if I tell Sanaa something like once, she really tries to implement that new knowledge like right away.
She gets it fast, yeah.
Whereas with him, like I'll hear weeks later, like the other day in the car when we're coming back from the circus, and I don't know, he and Tatum were in some sort of a sword battle back there with, and Tatum's like, well, you hit me first. And he's like, well, I didn't hit you. I didn't initiate the physical contact.
He did.
You
did. He did say that.
So,
yep.
You know, if you initiated, then I get to hit you back. So, anyway, it's a work in progress. But okay, these are all great things. So how does it feel to be a girl dad?
Oh, I love it. I love it. People were clowning me when we first had Tatum. They're like, she's going to have you wrapped around her little finger. And I was like, that's great with me. It's fine with me. Never had that experience. It's great. I wanted her to have this, and I still do. To some extent, I'm okay with them feeling like they can control their father.
Okay.
Just for them to think that.
Tell me more. Why do you feel that?
I want them always being able to come to me.
Okay.
So, like, if they think they have the power, which they don't really, but if they think they have the power, they know they don't. But if they think they have the upper hand, or they can come to me with anything, then hopefully they can come to me with anything.
Okay.
In the future. So I like women. I like girls. I like the feminine energy. I like watching it develop. I am proud to be a black man raising young little Afro-Latinas. I mean, in terms of the stuff that we are going through on this planet, I am excited and happy that I got one boy and two girls, and I can push these human beings into the world, hopefully to better the world, and have them be an example of what I think humanity should be. So, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
I mean,
good stuff.
Yeah. It's Nia's Need to Know.
It's
Nia's Need to Know.
Ratchet random.
It's Nia's Need to Know. It's
yes, my turn. At time of taping on the West Coast, it is March 27th, And we have just had another mass shooting.
Oh, that's right.
Mass murder. This time in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
At a private Christian school.
Mm-hmm.
And a transgender man of 28 years old went in and shot 3 children and 3 adults, and then that person was also killed.
Is that what happened?
Apparently, this person who went to this school when they were a child, a female, a girl, went to this school when she was a child, because it's from, I think, kindergarten through 6th grade or something. It is a strict Christian school. I'm sure they have lots of thoughts and prayers all throughout the school. Jesus was in there. So I'm saying that because people be like, oh, if they put prayers and God back in school.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for bringing that back.
Then
okay.
they won't, it won't get shot
Things
up.
ain't going to happen. Yeah.
Anyway, there's this thing that goes around every time, because this happens all the time, where someone on Twitter said, in retrospect, Sandy Hook marked the end of the U.S. gun control debate. Once America decided killing children was bearable, it was over. And that's where we are. So, of course, you know, the Republicans in the right wing are talking about this person because they're transgender and yada, yada, yada. I don't even understand the argument. It's just some dumb shit for them to say, because the vast majority of
shooters,
mass murderers,
people who go to
are
war.
white male. So this person...
So this person was a girl. Went through the process.
I don't know if
and or was going through the process.
I don't know what stage this person is. True. I don't know this person's pronouns. For me, as a doctor, I like to say a female man, because to me that makes sense. Like, you are biologically female, but you are a man here. But that's what makes it click in my head.
No, it's important. It's the same as our species differentiation. Yeah.
So anyway, I don't care. That has no bearing on the fact that they decided to shoot up.
Shut up, please.
Yeah.
That's right. So the 3 children died too.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Israel's prime minister, I believe they have a prime minister, right? Netanyahu?
Yes.
He's trying to duck prosecution. So he is facing criminal charges of fraud, breach of trust, and bribery, and returned to office recently at the recent election, and is now attempting to pass laws that would, among other things, limit the ways in which he can be declared unfit for office.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you want a glimpse into what will happen if Trump is reelected, there you have it. The NAACP is issuing a travel advisory / ban for all Black people to stop going to Florida, because Ron DeSantis in Florida. Idaho Republicans have blocked a bill to make tampons available for students, calling it woke. One Republican lawmaker said, you don't have to be a woman to understand the absurdity of this policy. I don't understand the absurdity of the policy.
Why are you involved in healthcare provision?
I don't understand.
It's personal hygiene.
The
what
same
do you want
way
these
there
young
are toilet
girls
tissue.
To do?
People need toilet tissue. People need tampons. People need pads. Like, it's the same thing. Throw some wipes in there too. That will really help us all.
No, they probably need some Japanese toilets.
Did y'all see that South Park episode?
Yeah, that's just so funny.
Several Ohio police officers are suing rap artist Afro Man for humiliation.
That's right.
And loss of reputation after he used footage of their 2022 search on his home to make new music and videos, because they didn't find anything, and I don't even know if they ever fixed his gate or his door.
No, I don't think they did. They just bust up in it and left.
Eastern Florida State College students' discomfort over a discussion of civil rights has led to the cancellation of U.S. government class at this college.
What are you talking about? Where is this?
In Florida.
Y'all so dumb. You so dumb.
One student at a college
felt uncomfortable.
Discomfort.
Welcome to the experience, you weak, soft ass.
Tallahassee. Where we at again? Florida. Tallahassee Classical School principal Hope whatever. Carrasquilla was forced to resign after 3 parents complained that a 6th grade art lesson involving Michelangelo's David, the most famous statue in the world, was pornographic.
Ooh.
So
6th grade?
6th grade.
Yeah, they could have chosen something else.
No, I don't think so. Everybody needs to see a dick.
I do.
And...
no, that's not true. Some of these dicks is not.
I mean, Michelangelo's dick is the worst dick of them all.
You can't even see it, really.
No, short. I mean, so I don't. Is that funny, huh? I don't see any problem. I mean, world art class. I mean, we have pictures of naked people in all cultures. I mean, statues of naked folks in all cultures. There's zero reason why 6th graders who half of them
6th grade. Yeah, no, that's true. Because I'm thinking about my eldest is only in 4th. Yeah, no, in 6th grade I could have handled that.
Yeah, in 4th grade too. I mean, there's people in their class with their periods, so you know.
No, they are. I'm just thinking about how distracting that is when you're trying to get them to finish the damn assignment. And they over there acting foolish.
Yeah, but they have to figure out how to be in these situations.
I know that, but what I'm saying is we got overcrowded classrooms and teachers have a difficult enough time corralling these people.
I'm not giving this. Okay, on to the ratchet. On to the ratchet. Twitter is now only worth $20 billion. Now remember, Elon Musk purchased it not even a year ago for $44 billion. He hasn't even had it a year, and now he says it's worth 20. Also, they'll be taking away the blue checks, the verified checks.
Why?
So they're going to take away. Now, this is the reason why people got verified. Is because if you weren't verified, then other people could pretend that they were you and be posting as you, and people wouldn't know what's actually coming from you or your brand. Right? So they have verified checks on almost on all of the.
And it was a process.
Right? The process. You have to prove that you are a public figure and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay.
So now they're going to take that away. You can get it back, quote unquote, by paying $8 a month, but it's not saying $8 a month to prove that you are who you are. It's just $8 a month just to have identity? The check. No, just to buy the check.
That's what I'm saying. You're buying the identity.
No, you're not. Somebody else could.
So multiple people can have the same check.
Yes, it's just a paid for check.
That doesn't make sense.
From my understanding, it's the thing because they rolled out this paid for check thing a couple months ago. And now they're saying if you were a legacy blue check person, who only legacy blue check people were the people who were verified to have been, they will lose their checks now. And now you have.
I hear that. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, Jonah apparently. Sorry, Kanye West came up out of his hole and said, "Watching Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again."
Oh, wow.
No one should take anger against 1 or 2 individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. No Christian can be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. The man... are there stronger meds? Are there stronger meds, and where can he get them? Black China has deleted her OnlyFans that was bringing in millions. She got baptized, changed her name back to Angela White, and she removed her implants, fillers, and, quote, demonic tattoos.
Oh, I didn't know her name was Angela White.
Mm-hmm. Okay. More power to you, sis.
Yeah.
You know,
good for you.
If you glowing up, you're doing what you want to. You're doing what you need to do. Moving in this
direction that is healthy for her.
Yeah, for your spiritual growth.
She
go for that.
Felt she needed it. Hoorah.
Yes. I don't know how to feel about this because we don't even know where this is going. Jonathan Majors was arrested in New York City this past weekend for strangulation, assault, and harassment of his girlfriend. The actor insists that he did nothing wrong. A statement from his attorneys says that they have evidence, 2 written statements from the women recanting their allegations, and video evidence that would prove his innocence. But today, March 27th, he has officially been charged with multiple counts of assault. However...
Well, I thought the evidence already came out and they already had... The video footage has already been reviewed.
I don't know what's happening with that. I have been staying not too close to it because it's just too soon. What has not been made as public knowledge as widely as these assault allegations is that he was the one who called 911 because he was concerned for his girlfriend.
Oh.
They're like, he called us and we came in and then they arrested him. So I don't know what to believe right now. I'm going to suspend judgment on this one until we get more information. I really hate the internet culture because people just be jumping on sides, and it's like you don't even know.
I will say, in working with the police at multiple institutions, specifically around domestic violence, if they show up, they gotta do something, right? And oftentimes, once they hear that physical interaction has been initiated, they don't have necessarily they don't have discretion to make a decision in the field about not taking someone away. And so I had to deal with that a few times because this woman called the police and ratted on herself, and they took her away. And her husband was like, yo, it's cool, don't take her. And they were like, yeah, I'm sorry. She said she tried to strangle you. So we can't. I know you don't want to press charges, but we can't.
But what does that even do? Like, you take them away. He's not pressing charges. Nobody's pressing charges. So what's happening here?
It's in response to previous things that have happened. And folks are like, somebody dies. When the police leave and you hear that it has gotten physical, somebody has died in the past. So in the field, they no longer have the power to be like, oh, once we hear that physical something has happened, somebody got to go home with it. Somebody got to go out in cuffs.
Got it.
Which is interesting to me. So he may have called, and once they hear, you don't have to be the initiator. He could have been the one who was protecting himself, but if he was the most powerful one, or if he was the one who somehow, I forget how they discern it, but it's entirely possible that he was protecting himself. It's entirely possible that something else had gone on. I was disappointed when I learned that piece of protocol that they can't leave because of what history has. Yeah.
At least in these liberal towns.
Oh, wow, yeah. Because some folks are like, all right, well, that's just normal shit. Yep. Maybe you should stop talking junk to your husband. You won't get popped in the mouth. Sorry for my accent. I'm saying, but
I don't know what to believe. Like I said, I'm going to suspend my judgment.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't have
we don't know.
And I don't know if we ever will. So I'm just going to leave this at that. People were coming for Black women. Obviously, they do that every day. But they were coming for Black women like, yeah, y'all was just lusting over him last week, and now y'all ready to cancel him and da 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 da. And one woman said, "That's because I'm a hoe, but I'm not stupid."
Oh shit!
Like last week, he was a sex symbol, and I was ready to be whatever he wanted me to be. This week, he might have strangled a woman, and I'm not down with that. Like, what are you not getting? Not allowed. I'm allowed to be both.
Yeah. So, I'm with that.
Yeah, I'll wait to hear. But yes, just like you, I was saddened by that news.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, I learned that sometimes it just clicks when the time is right.
When the time is
when the time is right. Shout out to Tabitha Brown on the bottle. See, it says Tabitha Brown back there. Yeah. So I don't really like drinking. Definitely hate drinking water. So water with lemon in there, and my Whole30 has been going well. The last time I did Whole30, I vowed to never do Whole30 again. I was like, this is stupid. Fucking hate this shit. Not doing it no more. And this time, I'm like, okay, I'm finna be on day 9. It's
not that bad.
I didn't even think about it. It's like,
it's about the motivation.
Sometimes it just works.
Reason season.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it's not really good practice to just wait for it to click, because I mean, it might take like a long time. Sometimes you have to build yourself up with the motivation and just get in motion. An object in motion will remain in motion, right? So, excuse you. So
when I used that, you was like, that don't apply to that. I'm like, okay, I'll wait for you to get it.
So I pray everyone whose ears can hear my voice that it clicks for you. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you're praying for, wishing for, hoping for, working towards, that it clicks. And you?
I learned that my children really do care about me.
Oh, they just don't think you're smart.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with. I'm gonna go with I've learned that my children, as fun and crazy as they are, they do have some performance anxiety and they're not as free as I want them to be. I play beats in the car. They ask me to play one or two of my beats and it's cool. And we'll be playing other songs, and when the artist has lyrics, they're good with playing along and singing along. But when it comes time to freestyle, either spit some rhymes off the dome or just sing it out, they don't want nothing to do with it.
They don't want to be embarrassed.
That's why you gotta do it. I want to push them over the cliff. I want them to go and see your wings sprout.
This is the purpose of like leadership building extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So I told them in rhyme form, of course, on the way home. And every time I do it, they sitting there and I can see them in the rearview like, and then when I ask them to do it, they're like, no. I told them, look, I'm going to make sure I'm spitting corny rhymes too. I've been waiting my whole life to be a corny dad. And Tatum was like, Mommy, no. And Kai was like, oh, that's right. He deserves, he's earned it. He's supposed to be corny. He's a dad. I was like, there it is. So y'all can refuse to participate or you got to deal with me. I'm going to make it worse and worse. So let's go.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, shall we spark it up?
Spark it up, yo.
Thanks for checking us out. Remember to follow us on Instagram at The Black Spark Podcast.
And if you like what you hear, leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening.